Welcome back to another episode from Titan Vans. Today we're showcasing a 144 Metis build. It's one of 8 new models that we released just under a year ago, and this one is one of our most popular. Packed with tons of great features, I'm sure you'll know why. So without further ado, let's check it out. The chassis here is a Mercedes Sprinter 144 wheelbase with a diesel 3-liter engine. And one of the best things you can do to improve your off-road functionality is air pressure in your tires. This client opted for our air compressor upgrade option, which is mounted here under the hood. This air compressor kit is set up to allow for you to have different pressures for both your back and front wheels. So when you hit the trails and you're going to be going off-road, you're going to want to air down your tires. Now, depending on what type of tire you're running and what type of wheel, that will determine the correct PSI rating for your specific rig. When you hit the pavement again, you're going to need to get those tires aired back up. So our system actually allows you to air up the rear tires and the front to different PSIs. From factory, you're going to have 65 PSI and 75 PSI in the rear. And so we're utilizing an ARB CKMTA 12 air compressor, and we've set it up with a manifold and twin regulator setup to allow you to regulate the pressure for the rear wheels and the front. We have 2 separate lines and 4 different connection points. So you're actually able to hook up all 4 tires simultaneously, flip the switch for the air compressor, and if your regulators are set with your presets of 65 and 75, it'll automatically air your tires up correctly and then shut off as soon as you reach the desired pressure. You can also adjust this with the regulators here under the hood and adjust them if you're going to be airing up bike tires, motorcycles, or ATVs. It's a great option if you're going to be doing a lot of off-roading or just want that extra versatility of having onboard air for you and your friends. The Metis 144 comes standard with a single max air fan mounted in the rear of the vehicle. This client opted to add an air conditioning unit and the front fan location. So he has both an AC and this front max air fan. Now, with that upgrade option, the solar panel gets reduced from our standard 330 watt panel to a 200 watt panel. Not a big deal when you consider that having an air conditioning unit is a great option for those summertime months. The solar is still going to do its job in maintaining battery health as it is an intelligent charger, and it will keep that battery functioning for the long term. The Metis 144 layout, I think, is so popular because it really is one of our most comfortable and homey setups. With the extended galley cabinet, it allows for this drop-down table, which really improves the outdoor access and usability of the van. Now, you can see here we have a slider door bug net, custom made for this model. This is an upgrade option that was selected by the client, and it's got lots of great functionality. You can see here I have this section stowed up to allow for the drop-down table, but you can also roll this entire section down here to form a full net. There is a magnetic closure here that allows for easy in and out of the vehicle when it's down, but if you want to get it totally out of the way, you can unzip this guy on either side and actually roll the entire assembly up and out of the way. So now, with the bug net all the way up, you can leave it in during those winter months or even those shoulder seasons where the bugs aren't so bad. Still have it there if you need it, but it opens up that walkway, keeps it free and clear to allow access in and out of the vehicle a lot more easily. One of my favorite features of the Metis is the fridge. This location gives you so much added functionality. You can access it from both inside and outside. And this size is the Drawer 85, which does have a good size freezer, as well as a nice storage rack underneath. So whether you're grabbing a beer, some food to cook out on the barbecue, Having the fridge here makes this a great option and a really nice flow both inside and outside the van. So another reason the Metis is so popular is this right here, the couch. It really makes this space feel super comfortable and really homey. We utilize the Lagoon table system mounted here on the side of the bench, and it allows for really nice eating area up in the front when the front seats are swiveled, but also gives you a really nice working space or eating area here at the couch area as well. We have a lot of storage underneath this guy, accessible through this cubby, as well as the flip lid here, so you can get better access to whatever is stored inside there. The cushions are clipped in on the back to keep them from moving around while you're driving. And this particular feature is really, I think, makes this build a standout for that comfortability if you're looking for having that hangout space and making it feel as homey and comfortable as possible. Now, if you're not a fan of the couch, you can opt for our fold-away seat option. If you're looking to carry more passengers or have kids and you need those seat belts or a place to put a car seat, we can opt for that upgrade option, which will remove the couch and the Lagoon table, and you'll end up with a fold-away seat that will actually be a two-person that stows up against the wall. You can then add a marine table back into the build, so it creates a four-person eating area here in the front of the vehicle. So no matter what you're trying to do with the Metis build, we can really tweak it to make sure you got the seating and the comfort level that you're looking for. Metis has a lot of great functionality and feel. We've tried to add USB ports and 120 volt plugins in some really convenient locations, as well as the lighting. So up above me here we have a nice bar light that can be used if you're hanging out on the couch and reading, as well as overhead lighting and load lights under the bed. There is tons of storage and great countertop space for food prep and cooking. We have lots of drawers throughout this build that really add to the functionality, as well as overhead storage and the ability to add a microwave in this overhead cabinet as an upgrade option. As we move back through the van, we have additional storage here in our pantry cabinet. So two large drawer boxes here and here, and the toilet cab down below. Toilet cab is fully load rated, so it can handle fully weighted, and even bouncing on a little bit is 500-pound drawer slides, so you can use it with the toilet in place. Over here we have our induction cooktop, a single burner induction, and our sink. The sink is quite large, and it does have the ability to reinstall this insert to get all of your countertop space back. And the dimensions of the sink are 14 inches by 16 inches. Another nice feature about this layout is the faucet itself. With the pull down feature, you can actually use this outside the van. So if you want to use this to spray something down, fill up water bottles, or you're using that drop down table on the outside, you do have access to that faucet in this location. Down below, we have storage underneath the sink and access to all of our plumbing and valves. And down below, two additional drawer slides. So lots of functional storage, which makes this a great van because you really can't have enough. As we move back to the wheel well cabinets, you'll see even more storage. So we have nice cubby cabinets underneath the bed. These being cubbies, nice little stuff areas to keep kind of more of the utility stuff or clothes down below, and you'll always have access even with that equipment. On the right side here, we have our water system. The Metis comes standard with a 22-gallon over-the-wheel well tank, as well as a 4-gallon electric water heater and water pump and plumbing throughout. Underneath the van, there is a 9-gallon gray water tank that the sink drains to. It has an integrated heating pad that will help in those winter and cold seasons. And there's a 4-inch drain valve that's accessible from under and at the side of the vehicle, where you can hook up a quick disconnect for your discharge tube so that you can drain the gray water tank to either an RV dump station, or if you're going to be at an RV park, you can hook it up, keep that valve open, and the sink and gray water system will essentially just be a pass-through system, and the water will flow straight through. So all of that comes standard on the Metis build, as well as our brand new electrical system. So here underneath is our multi-plus 3000 inverter. It's a 2400 watt continuous pure sine wave inverter with a 120 amp charger integrated into it with a built-in transfer switch. So what does all that mean? When you plug into shore power, this unit will take over and actually start charging your battery bank at a rate of 120 amps per hour. It also, with that built-in transfer switch, will take that shore power and send it directly up to your AC breaker panel, where you can then turn different appliances on. Now, in this build, the primary 120 volt appliances are going to be the water heater, the induction cooktop, and then if you added as an upgrade option, the air conditioning unit and the microwave. All of those can be run directly off the battery, which is located down here below. This client opted for 3 200 amp hour batteries, so this is our 600 amp hour battery system, and this will run the air conditioning unit for 7 to 8 hours continuously on battery power alone. So that means no solar, not running the engine, and not plugged into shore power. So you can get a lot of functionality out of it, but if you are going to be running the engine, you can essentially run that air conditioning unit continuously. Or if you're plugged into shore power, the inverter will take over and allow you to run those 120 volt appliances continuously as well without actually tapping into that battery bank. The thing that really makes this design possible is the bed. This is our Murphy bed, and this design is intended to sleep perpendicular in the van. So this is our new Murphy bed option. And you can see here it is a fully self-supported Murphy bed, and we've actually eliminated the fold down leg that you may have seen on some of our other models. Now, it's a 4-part cushion bed. So you can see here we have the 2 cushions for the sides, and this cushion here actually clips on to the platform to allow you to lift and lower this section without having to remove the cushion. The mattress is 5 inches thick, and it is comprised of 2 different density foams for added comfortability. So we have a 3-inch pillow topper on the top, and then actually a 2-inch mid-density on the bottom that really makes this an extremely comfortable bed. Now, you can sleep if you're short enough, which this is quite short on this side. You could sleep with this setup as just a single person, or if you got kids and you're just putting them down, you can get them to sleep up here and maintain this walkway through the van. But when you want to go to full bed mode, we're going to fold this side down and form the full bed. So with the bed all the way down, you can kind of see the relative size. It's about a queen size mattress and really is extremely comfortable. We have about 80 inches side to side, utilizing the flare spaces in the back. And with those, we've added about 8 inches of width to the vehicle using these fiberglass bump outs. So to get in and out of the bed, we can actually utilize the toilet itself as a little step up in. And you can start to get a sense of the size of this bed here. So in the back, it's actually the widest. So I'm about 6'3", and I still have quite a few inches of headroom and not even touching down here at my feet. So it's really quite big, and you can fully sit up in the bed. It's a little tight, but the height of the bed is set such that you can still have mountain bikes underneath the bed. So for most of our clientele, they're really gear oriented. They want to be able to carry bikes, kayaks, and totes kind of with their equipment in there. So the underbed height, clear height, is around 36.5 inches underneath. We have tested for kind of double XL 29er mountain bikes. Now it does require a dropper post. That's going to be the highest point on most bikes. And you do have to remove the front wheel. The L-track that's in the flooring though allows for quick disconnects that we sell at TitanDIYKits.com that will allow you to fork mount your bike right into that L-track to make it nice and secure for traveling and easy in and out. We also offer a slide out tray system that works with the Metis L-track. That is a 60-inch by 36-inch drawer box that will slide out 60 inches out the rear of the vehicle. So you can also mount your bikes into the tray or just use that as a pull-out system for your totes and cargo, and have really easy access when you're loading and unloading all your gear. So the last item here that we wanted to talk about is the backdoor bug net. So this is another upgrade option. And it's a great one if you're going to be spending a lot of time hanging outside the vehicle or in really buggy areas. So very similar to our slider door, we can unclip and roll the whole assembly down. But you can see here the back door is designed specifically for our bed. So you can still have access to your garage area and keep the privacy for up top if someone's still sleeping and you're just grabbing stuff out of the back. If you want to fully close it up, we can release the lower section and go ahead and zip it all the way down. Now, you'll notice this upper section here as well. So if we want to gain access to the bed, we can unzip here and roll this up to the top, and now we have the lower portion partitioned and access to the bed. We also, from the inside, you can access these zippers to allow you to fold down the actual netting. So you can see here with this outer section zipped up, we can have some ventilation up to the bed area with the netting and have this fully closed off. So you got lots of different ways to manipulate this bug net to get you kind of different functionality or access to the different spaces. So if you're really keen on sleeping with the doors open or really like a lot of ventilation, highly recommend considering the rear door and the slider door bug net options. The Metis 144 has so many great features, it's no wonder it's one of our most popular designs. If you'd like to see this and learn more about our other models, check us out at titanvans.com. Also, hit that like and subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the great content we're constantly putting out. Until then, we'll see you on the road.